yo. What's up? And welcome back to another episode of the Agents of Chaos podcast. I'm your host, Scott Anderson. I'm here with my co-host, my brother, Brandon Anderson. Like I said, that shirt is fire, good brother.
Yeah,
I do appreciate that, John. You know what I'm saying? John is everything.
I'm loving this effect. I'm loving the effect that this is having with the green screen.
Absolutely.
I love that. I'm digging that. It makes me feel like I'm animated or something.
First and foremost, I do want to give a shout out. We had a comment from a Mr. Hold on, I don't want to get it wrong on our podcast, stating that he is going to be joining Boost Basketball soon.
Oh,
yes. Where's my man at? Right here. See if I can find it. I want to get his name correct. I screenshotted it, and I want to make sure I get his name correct. I don't want to go through my what's the names about it.
I got you.
Yeah. Hold on. He said he's going to be joining Boost basketball soon. I'll get through here and I'll find it. But because NBA playoffs popping off, NFL schedule released, what you want to get into?
So yeah, man, so much to unpack. I feel like we're gonna be unpacking a lot. We'll talk about it. We'll revisit, and then we'll get get some the topics going as far as like the NBA. We'll probably retouch on that, but we'll just first start off at where the NBA playoffs are right now, and the NBA playoffs right now buzzing. You know, great games going on. We got 4 Game 6s. The Knicks pulled it off last night.
I had a feeling it was gonna go 6. I was calling
the Warriors pulled it off. They extended the series, so it's Game 6 tomorrow in LA. Game 6, Sixers in the Boston is going on as we speak. And then Denver.
What's the score of that game right there, good brother? What's the score of that game?
I'm not sure. I had it up and it's ESPN be slow with the updates sometimes. So
I got you.
I'll see where we at with it. But the last time I checked, they was down by double digits. But in the NBA, I don't buy any of that stuff. But you said it before. You thought this Boston series would go 7, and I wouldn't be surprised if it does.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if it does. I'm shocked that the Sixers won 2 games in Boston. I don't see the Sixers winning 3 games in Boston. If they lose this game tonight, they're gonna have to go back to Boston. And I just don't see that happen. But great NBA playoffs right now. Sixers is in control of their own fate at this point. Halftime score is 50-43. Sixers is down by 7. That's not a terrible halftime.
That's not big. Yeah, that's not big.
Definitely doable. I'm surprised. I'm gonna start off out west with Phoenix and Denver. I'm surprised that Phoenix pulled it together. And they got those 2 wins at home. They protected home court. And then Denver, same thing. Denver protected home court as well, too. They got all 3 of their games on the road. I think moving forward, we need to discuss injuries in the playoffs, too. But Chris Paul's injury, I honestly feel like Chris Paul's injury is not as drastic as everybody thinks that it is. I honestly feel like Chris Paul's on his last legs. It's probably going to be his time for him to hang it up soon.
Yeah.
Reoccurring injuries tend to tell you that, man, it's time, bro. Especially a groin injury. It's very, very hard to come back from, especially in a quick time frame, turn around. And when you get older, it's just a really hard injury to come back from. But
absolutely,
the problem with what I'm seeing first of all, I'm loving the games, loving the playoff games.
Oh, the games are phenomenal. Yeah,
the games are great.
They're action packed. They're good. Yeah.
But I'm going to talk about the brand of basketball that we're seeing and differences in between the two, and why I feel like if the Lakers can win tomorrow, why they have the best chance out of all the teams that's remaining. Phoenix and Denver are playing home court right now. And whoever wins their home court is the ones that's winning games. There's too much inconsistency defensively from both of those teams. And I just don't see Denver or Phoenix matching up well against the Lakers. Now, I do think that either of those teams would not be a real critical matchup problem for the Warriors. Because if Jokic is playing against the Warriors, it's going to be a problem. Because he's going to stay inside. He's going to make you come inside, and you can't bang with him. He's a big boy. So just that simple. DeAndre Ayton, if he's athletic enough, he can pose problems.
Right.
If Chris Paul does end up coming back, he can still be could cause a problem as well too. But I just
Right.
feel like it's a toss up between Denver and Phoenix. You just really don't know which team you're going to get. I don't. I
Right.
told you this before. I'm not a believer in Denver until they win. I just can't
Right.
do it. I'm sorry, I'm just not.
No, I
Phoenix,
feel you.
I understand. Phoenix understand that they got guys on the team that could be considered winners. KD's the only one at this point, but at least Phoenix been to the Western Conference Finals before.
Right.
So there's that. So I mean, that's just my early take on the Phoenix and Denver series. And then I'll talk about the Eastern Conference, and then we'll close it with the Lakers too. But go ahead. What do you think?
I agree with you 100%. Again, like I said, I always agreed when it came to LA and when it also came to Philly, it came down to the big men and their availability. And hearing about the AD injury is concerning because it's a concussion. Or maybe a concussion. I don't know. You know what I mean? So
they came through and said it's not a concussion. They said
it's not a concussion. Okay.
It's not a concussion. He's fine. I'm gonna tell you, I think the check's cleared. That's what Uncle always said.
All right.
Anyway, but go ahead, though.
Again, I did not have Phoenix winning the series against Denver. I had Denver winning it, but like I said, I had all of them being close. So them to come out 3-0 on them, and how it came out as strong as Denver did, I was like, oh man, you know what I mean? Here comes the brooms. But Phoenix has come back and they played out. I do expect them to keep playing hard, but I don't see them winning the series. I agree with you on the Chris Paul thing. I think Chris Paul, hey man, it's time. You've done phenomenal things inside the league, and you've done even greater things outside of the league for the youth.
Yeah.
Like a lot of his programs and his camps. I think Devin Booker was one of the young boys at one of his camps. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's like a championship to me for Chris Paul won't taint his legacy at all. You know what I mean? It won't taint anything for him. So I think it is time. I mean, it's hard for us to tell a guy when it's time to, you know what I'm saying? Because as long as he feel like he can play, he gonna want to play. But I think it's time for him to go ahead and do that. Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, I don't know. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I expected to see more. I'm not getting it. I don't. Kevin Durant to me seems like he's not the mean guy he wants to be to play. Like I literally was in the car and I was talking about how in the beginning I wasn't a big fan of LeBron James. You know this. This is documented. We've had multiple conversations about it.
Yes, we have.
I love the old mean LeBron though. The angry old guy LeBron. I love this guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like this guy. Like, I like the old angry LeBron.
It's just like me, man. I like old Kobe. Like, I didn't like young Kobe. I like old Kobe though.
Yeah. So with KD, it's like, bruh, don't try to become a villain. You're not. You should be the likable, cool guy, and that makes your game better. That makes you who you are. You know what I mean? So I think if he kind of shifts his mindset on that thing, stop trying to be the bad guy that's super tough. You know what I mean? Whatever it is he's trying, you know what I mean? Trying to make it seem like, oh, I am a more of an assassin style player and stuff like that. No, just go do what you do best. And you did it best when you did it in OKC. That's where you were your best. That's where you was Kevin Durant. You were the Durantula. They haven't said that name in years. No one calls him that anymore because he's not playing like that anymore. So he has to go back to that. Sixer series, man, when I tell you I walked into work and it was just everybody was just kind of looking at me like, bro, like this is what they expect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they want them to win so bad, but it's like until you win, bro. Like, so they're defeated. They're defeated a little bit. Like, and so they're still gonna watch. Philly hopeful. They're always gonna watch their squad no matter what. But it's still that twinge in the air. Like, man, here we go again. We do great. We get there, and they just never. They're always the bridesmaid, never the bride. And I think the fans are ready to be, they're ready to make it to that next stage, that next level. And so you have talent on there. You know what I mean? You have a lot of talent on there, and they just gotta get it. They just gotta get it together, man. It's rough. It's rough right now. It's rough right now. If you're a Sixers fan, it's rough.
I'm gonna put a lot of the onus right now. I mean, like I said, Sixers is up 3-2. This is the closeout game for them. I'm putting all this on Doc Rivers. Like you have to prove to us that you can take a team and get them to the next level and get them to the Eastern Conference Championship. Absolutely. I saw a couple moments in the game and when the Sixers lost at home, and I saw some moments. And listen, I'm not an NBA coach. I'm not even going to try to question, but I can question what I see. I can question
Right.
history. And history shows me that when it comes down to these games, when it's close games and it's the nitty-gritty, Doc is hit or miss. And a lot of times it's a lot of missing instead of hitting. And I'm expecting something to happen. And I think that's that angst that you feel from Sixers fans. It's not do the Sixers blow it by not playing well. It's what aspects are they not tight in? Like you got to be a tight-knit group and you got to watch the games and you got to be able to analyze and make corrections. These games on the Eastern Conference are so close, but I love the brand of basketball. There's not a bunch like, okay, somebody takes threes. I get it. Everybody takes threes now. But when you watch the Sixers game and when you watch the Sixers and the Celtics and you watch the Heat and the Knicks, it's bang, bang,
bully ball.
bang.
It's bully ball. Yeah.
It's basketball, though.
Yeah.
It's taking the right shots. It's going to the basket. It's getting contact. It's getting 40 points the hard way. 13 out of 26 or 20 field goals. Or that's the kind of basketball that I grew up on. It's the kind of basketball I love to see. I love to see the East Coast play.
Right.
You go out west, and it's just like even the Lakers game and the Warriors game. Listen, Steve Kerr, and we could talk about the referees and all this stuff. Steve Kerr made a point to point out that the Lakers is flopping and that they were so good at flopping, and now he's getting these calls on his side. And I'm watching the games, and when I see the disparity, the referees, this is when those times where referees can play an integral part in the game, and I don't like it.
Right.
Because you can see certain circumstances, as a basketball player, momentum shifts can happen all the time, especially in basketball.
One call. Yeah, 20 points win. Yeah,
and it's like, you don't call over the back. You don't call – AD got bowled in the face, and they didn't even stop the game. Like, they didn't even stop it to review it, to see if he got punched in the face or hit in the face or whatever, if it's incidental contact. They didn't stop anything. They let the play go on, and somebody goes down on the other end and gets an and one. Like, it's just those types of things when it's not consistent. The Lakers should always have more free throws than the Golden State Warriors. Why? Because the Lakers were third or second in free throw attempts in the NBA the entire season. Then you got the Golden State Warriors who were 30th. They don't shoot free throws because they don't go to the basket.
They don't go to the paint. No, they're all perimeter. They're perimeter.
So it shouldn't be close. So the fact that people are trying to make this case that the Golden State Warriors should have more free throws, no, they shouldn't. They don't go to the basket. And when they do go to the basket, they go up soft. And so the brand of basketball that I'm seeing is what I don't like. But I think that the Lakers play a good hybrid of both. They're not a three-point shooting team. They have guys that can shoot threes, but they play defense. And all their guys play defense. And I think that's a testament to Darvin Ham. Kudos to him. I don't care what the Lakers do at this point. Darvin Ham took a team that was in the play-in, and they in seventh round. They seventh, and nobody had the Lakers getting this far. Nobody. Nobody had the Lakers getting this far 40 games ago. So kudos to Darvin Ham, and me being a coach, I want to give him a shout out for that.
LeBron James is in the category with me with Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and now I'm going to say Patrick Mahomes. You just can't bet against them. It's hard. You know what I mean? If they get an opportunity, it's like, damn it. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to shut the door on them, you got to shut the door on them early. Like you can't leave a crack open for them to get in, because once they get in, there's no telling what type of player you're going to get. You know what type of ruckus they're going to cause. And so I saw something where they were talking about LeBron versus Steph Curry. And it was like the overall head-to-head matches or something, I think it was.
Man. Stop it.
And so I went back and I was listening to it again, and I was like, well, truthfully, Steph never had to be the guy LeBron had to be. Steph could always facilitate and pass the rock. LeBron didn't have that. A lot of play. I think LeBron just started to get that now. You know what I mean? He always had to be the guy. You know what I mean? He always had to be. He had to carry low. He had to put 56 up. You know what I'm saying? So you could put up a light 12 and then we still win the don't-go game. Steph didn't have to do that with the guys he had. He could trust a Klay Thompson. He could trust in a Draymond. He could trust in a Andre Iguodala. You know what I mean? He could trust in these guys to go ahead and put points. So even if Steph only has 15, everybody else around him got 28. So it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So that comparison to me kind of threw me off a little bit because I'm like, yo, LeBron in many instances, even like now with AD saying it is or it is being up and down, LeBron's going to have to show off the rest of these playoffs. He's going to have to go after it. You know what I mean? He's going to have to be that guy. You know what I mean? And that's why, again, like I said, I changed my stance on him. But I like this older, angry LeBron. Like, he's like ornery kind of, because it's almost like, well, my son about to be in this league. You ain't going to talk to me crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like this LeBron. I don't feel that this will bode well long term. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you have to, because once you go up against some of them East Coast teams that do play harder ball, you got to have your bigs. Everybody's going to have to step up. You know what I mean? Or even if you go up against the Denver team, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah, I mean, but I hope they get it together. But the Lakers are looking strong in the West. And I already had them beating the Warriors. They want to play. They want to live or die by the three. And they either shoot the lights out or they shoot themselves in the foot. You know what I mean? It really comes down to those two things. And so with the Lakers, it's like they can't shoot perimeter, but they can bang you out inside. Right. So with that type of play, I have them beating them. I just don't have them like sweeping them or going nothing crazy, but I do have them winning in 6. I think I have them 7. I'm sorry, 7, 4-7. Lakers. 4-3 Lakers. Sorry, 4-3 Lakers.
Right. Well, I think the Lakers, their best shot is going to be to close out Golden State tomorrow night. That's going to be the best shot they get. I'm not saying that they can't beat Golden State at home because they've already done that. And but you don't want to put yourself in that position where you got to go back to Oracle Arena, not Oracle Arena. I'm sorry, the Chase Center, and then go and do this all again. And I think tomorrow is going to be a test. I think that you're going to see. I'm thinking you're going to see a vintage LeBron. Man, remember, man, he's 38, bro. Like, he's 38 years old, and we're still asking him to do these types of things. No other player at 38 years old were we asking to do this at this point in their careers. To carry a team to an NBA championship again and be the main guy. Now, we've seen other guys win championships that might be that age, but they weren't carrying the team.
Right. They weren't the main guy. Right.
And they've made this comparison, and then we'll delve into this when we get into like the NBA off seasons, because that's when we can have these who's the best debate and blah 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 blah. But I've heard Stephen A. Smith say this, and I was taken aback. I was just shocked by this. But I'm going to keep it brief, and then we'll move on to another topic. But I'm going to keep it brief. I don't see how we're even comparing LeBron James and Steph Curry. Steph Curry has 4 championships. So does LeBron. Steph Curry was the best player in those championships one time. One. And he teamed up with KD in order to win those other ones. Steph doesn't have as many NBA MVPs as LeBron. Does he? I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
No.
Doesn't have any scoring titles, which the people try to make the comparison between LeBron and Jordan scoring titles. Well, if you want to compare LeBron and Jordan when it comes to stats and scoring titles, well, Jordan is not the leading assist guy. Jordan's not getting a lot of rebounds. Jordan got a lot of steals because he played defense. He got a lot of steals. He got a lot of points. That's what he did. LeBron didn't do that. He wasn't a scoring kind of guy. So I think it's ludicrous to even compare Steph Curry to LeBron. I don't even. It's, to me, they're not even in the same stratosphere as far as what was asked of them and what they and how they won. Don't get me wrong. Even people talking about now, is Steph Curry the best point guard to ever play the game? No, he's not. He's the greatest shooter. He's the greatest shooter we've ever seen. But the best point guard to ever play basketball? I'm not going that far, man.
No. I'm so sick of the GOAT conversation because you're talking about the great, right? So, you know what I mean? Time goes on, and it's like, they compare LeBron to Steph. They compare LeBron to Mike. They compare Kobe to, I'm like, bruh, when LeBron came out of high school, this is what they wanted to see from him. Like, he had to put on this type of a show. Steph Curry came out with 2 fragile ankles. He wasn't supposed to be anywhere close to what he is right now. Like, there's greatness in that and that alone. You see what I'm saying? There's greatness in that alone. Steph Curry was not supposed to have 4 championships. Steph Curry was not supposed to be one of the most dynamic three-point shooters we've ever seen so far in the NBA. And then they'll try to diminish that to say, well, he's not LeBron. He's not. LeBron's a 6'8" juggernaut who can just do whatever he wants on the court. You're not going to compare him to you know what I'm saying, to Wolverine or another type of X-Men. Like, you feel me?
Right.
No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But you're not going to compare him to an X. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They're all different. And I think what we have to do is I get the sports analysts, their job is to do that, to make these comparisons. But as lovers of the game, we have to take time to really sit back in and soak in the greatness that we get to see from both Steph Curry and both LeBron James. And what you really get to see is you get to see what it looks like when one player has to take on everything, and then you have a squad that can manage the load amongst each other in Golden State. You don't have to be the best player. And so I'm not going to say Steph teamed up with KD because KD came over, right? I'm not going to say that. They
recruited him, though. They recruited him, though.
Well, listen. You can recruit all you want. It don't mean it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? KD wanted the chip, though. He's like, this is my best option. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's my best option, right? So with him there, it's just like, well, that's cool. I don't have to do as much. You can't name a team that LeBron either helped recruit or went to that said, fuck, I got to carry 85 pounds. I got to carry all of this. There's no team that LeBron can go and say, ooh, I ain't got to do that much this game. Never. There's not a team out there. You can't compare the two guys. LeBron has to be the guy. He has to carry the most weight. Steph literally got 2 or 3 years to where he was like, man, I'm going to do all that. KD could take some of this off of me. Clay could take some of this off of me.
Andrew
Drake
Wiggins
could take some of this off of me. You see what I'm saying? And their years different. So if Steph gets to play until he's 41, 42 years old, that's why. He didn't have to carry so much of a load. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't. When they start to compare LeBron and Steph, I change the channel. Like, I'm like, you can't do that. You can't do that. You're comparing 2 totally different size athletes on the spectrum, right? LeBron can score whenever he wants, however he wants. Steph Curry is going to take you on a track meet to where you're going to die. LeBron's not going to do that, and Steph can literally shoot from anywhere on the court. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm not going to compare the guys. Not in this one. Like, if it's Jordan, LeBron, I'll dabble in that debate, but when it comes to Steph and LeBron, no. Now, if we're talking Steph versus maybe a Reggie Miller, we're talking Steph versus maybe like a Kyrie Irving, we're talking Steph versus maybe a Gary Payton, we're talking Steph versus a Nick Van Exel, you know what I'm saying, or Derek Fisher, or even a Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, then we can have a conversation, right? But I'm not going to talk him against LeBron. It's not the same. I don't think Steph Curry's ever dunked the basketball in his career. So I'm not going to
He has.
AI got more bodies than him, bro. Like, AI
for sure.
Ain't dunking on people. Yeah, like, if Steph dunking on people, then like, but nah, man, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna let Steph bask in his greatness, bro.
You know, and I'm gonna close it on this point too. Watching the games and hold on, this is sorry, I sneezed. Just the aspect of what we expect, like you said.
Right.
As an athlete, I think that people don't really realize the pressure of expectation when you come into a game.
Right.
Why am I sneezing? I don't know. Come into a game. But like, when you come in, the expectations are different. Jimmy Butler last night, the Knicks beat the Heat. They lost by like 4 or 5 points. Jimmy Butler had 19 points. Okay. But Jimmy's capable 50. We've seen it.
Easy.
But the expectations are different because nobody's talking about Jimmy not doing enough.
Right.
When Steph missed that 3-pointer against the Lakers in Game 4, he missed it. Oh well. Steph is 0 for 12 in shots in the fourth quarter and overtime or last 45 seconds of the playoff game. He's 0 for 12. Okay? So like you said, expectations are different. Have LeBron sit out a game like Joel Embiid. No, hats off to Joel. He's the MVP this year. But Joel
Right.
Embiid sat out the first game of the Boston Celtics series, and they
Right.
won without. LeBron can't do that.
He can't afford that. He can't afford that. No.
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 So yeah.
Absolutely.
So we'll cap it on that. Let's move
Absolutely.
on to something
Yes.
you brought up, to the NFL
Yes.
schedule. NFL
Yes.
schedule was released. I'm sure
Officially released.
everybody was excited, breathing a sigh of relief. Oh, my team doesn't have so much. Philadelphia Eagles, I'm excited because I'm looking forward to a game where they're gonna be I'm in California, they're gonna be playing against the Rams. Me and Meech gonna be going to that game. We already got the tickets set up. We going.
For sure.
But
October 8th. Yes.
no one cares about who has the weakest strength of schedule, which is the Atlanta Falcons. But
Right.
nobody cares because you're trash. So it only matters if you're a good team. But per the statistics, the Eagles, based on 2022 opponents,
Right.
the Eagles have the most difficult strength of schedule. The average win percentage for the Eagles opponents is 566, so 56% for their opponents that they're going to be facing in 2023. Not surprising that they got the hardest strength of schedule. You can see a lot of the games. I'm looking at the schedule for the Eagles.
Their schedule after the bye week gets hard. To me.
Yes. So I see a couple games here. What out of the Philadelphia schedule, obviously everybody wants to see them play at home against San Francisco. They on the road against the Chiefs. What pick a game that sticks out to you as far as the Eagles and their strength of schedule?
I'm gonna do that first and foremost. Though I want to say, go Saints, go Falcons, and go Bucks. I need the Panthers to be trash this year because we took their first overall pick next year. So I need them to rank in the top 5. I need them up in the top 5 because
Are you exhibiting bias here?
Absolutely, without question. I know, absolutely, I am. Yeah. I need y'all in the top 5 because I need Marvin Harrison Jr. Go NFC South, but the Panthers. But you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the schedule here right now, and again, we're going off the 2022 schedule. You guys have the Patriots, the Vikings, looks to be the Bucks on Monday night. You have Washington, LA, Jets, Dolphins, Washington again. So you get Washington out the way early, and then you have the Cowboys. I'm going to name the quarterbacks that you guys are going to face.
Okay.
Mac Jones, Kirk Cousins. Yep, you're laughing already. Yeah, I only did 2. Oh, he did 2. Oh, he did 2 quarterbacks, bro. Okay, who the Bucks got? Baker Mayfield? Who do the Bucks have? No. They got
it's Baker. You're right. It's Baker Mayfield. No, it's Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield. Washington. Tyler Heineke. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's LA? Andy Dalton.
Stafford.
Who do they have?
Stafford to be back.
Stafford. Okay, Matthew Stafford. Aaron Rodgers, and again, I'm not sold on the Jets early because they got it.
I know you're not sold on the Jets, but
I'm not sold. Then you got Tua Tagovailoa. I think the Dolphins could probably be an issue because of Tyreek and Tua if he could be healthy and all that stuff. But then you have Washington again, and then you have Dallas. I'm only going to pick one of those games against Washington because Washington, for some reason, always gives teams in their division fits. They just give them fits. Like, you know what I mean? Just straight up and down.
It's division games, man.
Division games, right? So I'm going to give you that. But if I'm speaking from my heart, I don't see y'all potentially losing y'all first game till after your week. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, I'm like, what do you want me to say? Like, I see 9-0, right? Like, what? Like, I'm not lying. Like, I see 9-0. Unless something like crazy happens, I don't see it. Like, I don't see, because a lot of the teams that were playoff teams last year, you guys beat. Like, so I don't see it. The Chiefs, the Bills, the 49ers, the Cowboys, again, they could give you guys an issue because, again, interdivisional game. The Seahawks, I think, are going to be better. The Giants, y'all play them back to back. You know what I'm saying? So that could be up in there. And then the Cardinals, I don't see it. So I mean, I see you guys with at least another 13, 14 win season.
Yeah.
I don't see right now, based off of what we saw last year, not counting what these teams got this year. You know what I'm saying? I see another solid 13 win, just going off of what you guys have. When you look at the running back Swift, when you look at who you added on defense, what you still have on offense, that's only going to get better. My only concern is that they're going to be relying heavily on a lot of rookies on that defensive side of the ball. And they are going up against NFL talent. They may be bad, but they're still NFL talented guys. That may be the only hiccup that I see, to where there could be some woes in maybe the first stretch of that schedule. But I mean, honestly, from week 1 to week 9, I don't see a team that's going to just jump out and be like, "Yo, you're going to lose this game. This is going to be a definite L." I don't see it.
I can answer that in this regard. When it comes to the secondary, there might be one rookie starter, maybe. We'll see. Is that kid Sidney Brown? He might be one of them, but nobody else. See, I will add this to your point about the rookies.
Well, not necessarily rookies, but young guys. Young guys. Sorry, not rookies.
No. Right,
young.
Right. There are some young guys, but I think, but I feel like, and this is where the coaching comes into play, right. Because you're right. We do got a lot of young guys, and I don't think we're relying so much on the young guys, but I do think that we expect them to make impacts. You know, from the Eagles, I think we expect them to make impacts. So you're right. I think that that strength of schedule is going to be interesting to see how everything plays out. But that second unit, that for the second unit defensively for the Eagles is crazy right now, because they got Nolan Smith coming in after Hassan Reddick. They got the rookie that they drafted. He's coming in on the second team. Jalen Carter. They got so many guys that are going to just fit in spots. So I think that it's going to be interesting, and then we'll do a deep dive of the NFL schedule period. Like I said, once the NFL season gets rolling, we'll delve into to like the schedule, the games, just where a lot of teams are going to be. The Thursday night thing, I want to talk about the Thursday night games because they made a statement. Let me see if I can pull up the statement about.
I believe I know what you're talking about. That teams can play 2 Thursday night games, but not everybody's guaranteed a prime time slot anymore. Right.
Yeah. So a lot of people are complaining about that. They're saying that this maybe not be good for the NFL, but I feel like that they should be having these Thursday night games after a team has a bye week. Like, I think if a team has a bye week,
I got you,
come in on the Thursday night game, I think that should be something that they might even consider.
And then they get another 4 week of rest before they jump into another game.
Exactly.
As opposed to having the game on Sunday and the game on Thursday. You know what I mean? I feel you. Especially with the games that are taking place overseas, like in Germany and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you should. I agree with you there.
You might even you should have those games and then have a bye week afterwards. You know, I think that would be
right.
I think that'd be helpful. The Eagles. I think the Eagles' strength of schedule. It's not a surprise that they got the hardest one. Like I said, I think that the NFL when they released it, and they showed some of the top 5 teams, and then I'll even go into just some of the top 5 teams that have the top 5 most difficult strength of schedules. So the 5 toughest strength of schedules, obviously, you got the Eagles at the top, but among those are, let's see here, Patriots, Chiefs, Bills. Patriots, Chiefs, and Bills are teams that also have a very difficult strength of schedule. So,
and they all in the AFC.
And we were talking about that AFC East, and we were talking about Aaron Rodgers and the ability there. Look at man, the Jets. That's why I said, man, they got a real shot. Because the Bills having one of the toughest strength of schedules, the Patriots having one of the toughest strength of schedules. Patriots need better quarterback play. and they don't run the ball well. So
Right.
offensively, I'm trying to figure out where they're going to be effective, and that's where I have a problem with the Patriots and why I don't think that they'll be consistent. I
Right.
pray that Tua Tagovailoa could stay healthy all season, but I honestly feel like if he gets hurt again, he needs to hang it up. And again, I don't like telling players when not to like saying or being that person to say when a player should stop playing football, basketball, whatever.
Yeah.
But when your mental health can be an issue, when we know that CTE is a real thing, when you're older and you just get hurt constantly, that's your body telling you something. Your body
It's
is
time to
telling
change
you
up. Yeah. It's time
it's
to do something
time to
different.
change up. And I really feel like that moving forward, we have to start as a people. I mean, Barkley made this same comment. I heard Chris Broussard make this comment. We got to stop, and even in the black community, we got to stop telling our kids that the NFL and the NBA is the only way to be successful.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I
We
agree with
gotta
you.
start saying, "Hey, man,
I agree.
doctor, that's a great
Lawyer,
successful profession. Lawyer,
politician,
a
yeah, real
business
estate
owner,
owner. Like, yeah,
something."
absolutely.
Like really gotta really talk, do that, and I
And
think that
that's something else. That's something we can talk about. We'll even get Jex on the podcast and maybe someone else. So we have 4 different perspectives.
yeah,
But I want to talk about that, and I want to talk about the black tax of when African American athletes make it out, then all of a sudden their communities feel like now they owe them because they made it out of the community. Is something called the black tax. So I want to talk about that and the fact
yeah,
that anytime you look at an African American athlete that's over 6'2" and he's 15 years old, you don't ask him, "Hey man, are you going to be a computer scientist?" You're going to say, "Oh, what sport do you play?" So like a stigma almost on it. You know what I'm saying? Like height
yeah.
automatically equates to, you know what I'm saying, being an athlete. So, but that's something for a different podcast. We don't got to get into that right
No,
now.
no, no. I understand. I think that's something that we can touch on too. It's
Yeah.
important. It is. That is
Yeah.
something that to be discussed.
Yeah.
You mentioned something I want to bring up too because I don't want to forget it. You mentioned about the punter from the Buffalo Bills.
So,
That guy.
so this one kind of pisses me off. Truthfully,
Okay, I'm gonna let
okay,
you go
pisses
ahead.
me off because we are so quick to condemn anyone for anything before we find out what's actually going on. They villainized this young man. He was drafted in the 6th round. He was drafted as a punter, which rarely ever happens, which means the kid has some type of skill or some type of talent, right? He didn't even get to play it down in the NFL, anything that he worked as hard for. And a girl says that something very horrific happened to her. I'm not discrediting what may or may not have happened to her at all,
Right.
any way, shape, form, or fashion. But you mentioned this young man's name. Now, his name is slandered across everything. He's a monster. How could he do this to young women? How could he do all this? Come to find out, my man wasn't even in the vicinity when it happened.
That's the part that gets me, man.
He wasn't even in the vicinity.
Right.
Bruh. And I don't want to make a too drastic connection to like Emmett Till and things of that, of being falsely accused and having something like, I don't want to do like, but it's to be falsely accused of something that you didn't do, knowing, and then say, "Oh, he was there," like, and then for everybody to automatically make him out to be guilty. Because I thought it was innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent, and then we come, I'm sorry about that, bro. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the same voice that you disrespected me, let me hear your apology at that same level. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't get to hop on TV and the newspapers and call me all types of names, but then when you find out I'm innocent, hey man, I'm sorry about that. We should have done that way. No. I want you on that same platform doing that. So I feel sorry for this kid because allegations like this are hard to bounce back from.
Yeah.
He's a Brazilian kid. You know what I mean? He stood strong in what he did and didn't do. I just think it sucks that it's not innocent until proven guilty. Yeah. If you had to sit down and say, "Hey, we can't do nothing with you till we find out what's going on," cool. But they villainized this young man.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think it's horrible. I think it's shameful for what happened to him, like that's just not cool. It doesn't sit well with me because this is the second kid that I know of that got ruined over false allegations. The other one was the kid coming out of college and never got the opportunity. Banks, I think his name was. The girl said that he raped her, and he had to spend like half in jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Right.
Or 3 years or something like that. So that doesn't sit well with me with the false allegations, because it's already hard for women to make the allegation or come forward. And then now it being like, so it just I don't like that. That bothered me a little bit right there.
You know, I'm gonna play I'm not gonna say so much play devil's advocate, but I'm gonna put this out there too. The black and white thing. So this kid was white, false allegations. You see what happens. Now you look at Jalen Carter, who they found that he was driving with a suspended license when those two people were, I don't know if it was two or one, but when the people were killed, I think it was two people that got killed in this accident. And now, you know, a lot of people are going to start to bring eyes and bring attention to this. Now, listen, man, and I'm going to say this, and I'm not excusing anybody's actions, but I understand that we have to understand that these are kids.
Right.
These are all kids, man. 21 years old, 20 years old. You getting accolades. You're a professional athlete. You win a national championship. You make mistakes, and I get that. I totally understand that. And I'm on the mindset with you. I think we really need to start pumping the brakes, taking a breath, and start asking us, what's the best for this kid?
Right.
What's the best situation? Not let's make an example out of it. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Peyton Manning got away with some stuff when he was in Tennessee. They buried it. Why did they bury it? Because it was Peyton Manning.
Right.
But Ben Roethlisberger, I lived in Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger.
Snatch him up, Ben. I already know. We already know.
Listen, rape allegations up and down. Right. And even on that, they was even saying there was women that was like I said, I lived in Pittsburgh. I seen Joey Porter at the club about to fight somebody for stepping on the shoes. I seen Casey Hampton as a cool cat. Everybody afraid of him because he was big. I seen Hines Ward at a bar talking about, I'm Hines Ward, and want girls to just walk in with him. People are saying that Ben Roethlisberger was going to chicks' hotel room, banging on the door, trying to get some, you know what I mean? And it's like, but Ben Roethlisberger. So, like you said, man, you got to carry that same energy with everybody.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Johnny Manziel had issues. The kid Chad Kelly, Jim Kelly's nephew, the one that was in Denver, the quarterback. They at some point they just said, "All right, man, you know what? You just got to go." Like, because he broke into somebody's house and didn't know whose house it was, and was messing stuff up and peed on the couch and slept on the floor, and it was just like, okay. It wasn't until he did something else that we was like, all right.
It's concerning. And that's what I want to say to these young athletes, man. Like even Mikey Williams, I touched on him. Henry Ruggs, he's pled guilty. He gets 3 to 10 years or something like that.
3 to 10 years. Bruh. He already served 1 year. More than likely, he'll serve a year and then he'll be out.
Yeah, and change up your circle if you don't have somebody holding you accountable.
That part.
Who's in your circle that's telling you to keep doing it? And once you spot them, kick them out. Kick them out. You gotta have. If you have a circle full of yes men, there's something wrong with your circle.
You want to know whose circle that was? Ben Simmons.
You can't have a circle full of yes men. Somebody has to be holding you accountable. Somebody has to say, "Don't get in that car. Let me drive the car. I'm sober. You're not. I have a license. You don't. Hey, you feel like you got to have a gun? I have a license to carry. Yeah. You don't have to worry about it."
Yeah.
That's what friends do. Friends will tell you, if your friends see that you got potential and you can go to the league and do something that only 1% of athletes can do, bruh, I don't need you carrying no dope for me. I don't need you with no gun. I don't need you in the car with these 6 random broads that I just picked up. I don't need you in that type of trouble.
How about
There's
this?
no accountability.
How about this? I don't need you in the hood.
At all.
Don't come back here.
At all. I'll come to you and I'll bring a couple young boys so they can get exposed to you being at the college. You know what I'm saying? I'll come visit you.
This is a cultural thing though, man. We got to revisit this at some point in the future. It's a cultural thing because a lot of times it's, hey, I've been with you since the beginning. What you gonna do for me now?
Again, no, that's the black tax I was talking about. That's the black tax I'm talking about.
It shouldn't be that way. Right. Everybody needs to pay attention to guys like Floyd Mayweather, who has done things under the table that nobody knows about.
Right.
Chris Paul, you mentioned Chris Paul being one of those guys. But look at LeBron James. We keep coming back to this. LeBron James built an empire.
Yeah.
He had no one to show him how to do this.
Right.
But he brought his boys with him.
Yeah.
He brought his boys with him. Them boys don't have college degrees and all this other stuff, but he figured out a way to make it work. Right. And his success as an athlete should be what we look at.
Absolutely.
Because there's so many other circumstances where you see guys, not even just athletes, actors. The young, I'll never forget the young kid, man. He was in like the Huxtable show. He was in Romeo Santana.
Hang with Mr. Cooper, I think it was. Hang with Mr. Cooper.
Romeo Santana, man. Out
over a girl
in LA, messing with some young cats, get shot in the head, man. Like, not only are you a target, brothers are plotting to kill you. So they can say, hey, man, I don't care what he got. Look how I took his life from him.
The quarterback, the black quarterback. What's his name? His girlfriend walked over to the crib, shot him in the head, and then shot herself.
Oh,
Steve McNair.
Steve McNair, yeah, McNair.
Steve McNair. Like, yo, like, it's like, bro, you gotta be, again, like I said, man, there has to be some level of accountability amongst the circle of people you choose to have around you. Because I think the saying is, show me your circle and then I'll show you your future. Right? Show me your circle and I'll show you your future. There needs to be a certain level of accountability. And a lot of these young boys, man, y'all got to stop listening to NBA Youngboy, T Grizzly, and all these guys, man. You don't have to be on that, right? You feel me? I think I heard Lil Baby say, he said, I'm not hanging around with people who are stupid. If you're not going to be around me. And I love him for that because it's like, yo, I don't want to be around people that just going to be doing nonsense stuff. I got something I'm big out to do, right? So just really take a second to reflect on your circle. Some people you can still be cool with, but you don't got to be with them all the time. You don't have to, right? And if they can't see that, then I'm sorry they can't see that. But it's like, yo, I'm doing something right now, and everything you're telling me to do is against me achieving. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to. So I just hope that these younger athletes see this, man, and really make a change, man, because it's painful to watch these kids go through some of this stuff.
I'm just gonna throw some honorable mention names out there, and we don't even gotta delve into their situation circumstances. Plaxico Burress. Yeah. Why are you going to the club with a gun? Idiot.
In the club.
Deshaun Jackson. Love Deshaun Jackson. My guy. Yep. Why are you hanging out with these dudes that's going to cause you problems? Now, he escaped it a little bit. But Deshaun Jackson. John Moran. What are you doing? Why are you in the club? Oh, everybody, he's relaxing. Stop it. We have to stop this mentality of everything is acceptable. Allow these things to be great. Like I'm gonna make this point, and then we'll move on. I'm gonna make this point too, since we're in this cultural realm where sports and culture collide in this situation. But this whole participation trophy atmosphere. I heard a guy say this, and it's not gonna be popular, and I'm gonna agree with him. Bullying was good. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you was out of shape, when you was not doing well, or you didn't take care of yourself, or you didn't try hard, you got bullied. And what did that do? That made you want to fight to be better. That made you want to take steps to be more of what you are. See,
Right.
of what you could be. See, now we coddle people for being bullied. Oh, it's okay. No, we shouldn't have it. I'm not saying bully somebody to the point of suicide. I'm not saying get on social media and really humiliate these people. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I was bullied. You was
Right.
bullied.
Right.
We all dealt with it. But there's some part of you inside that just be like, you know what, man, I ain't dealing with that no more.
Right.
And you gotta change. And I
Right.
think that we allow everybody to be everybody and everybody to have everything situation. And that's the whole music the same way. Oh, mumble rap is cool. These are young boys. Let them have it. No, if we said it was trash, they'd stop doing
Trash.
it.
It's trash. It says trash.
They would stop doing it. If you told people, no, you don't get a trophy for being third or for being fourth or for showing up. I don't want my kids to get an attendance award. You're supposed to go to school.
Yeah, you
And
don't get
you
a
go to
party
school
for
because I
coming in
tell you
last place.
to.
You don't get a pizza party for coming in last place. There's no more tough love, bro. And the best way that I've seen it so far was the guy that gets in Joel Embiid's ear. He's on the Sixers. I can't think of him, but I'm like, that's what's missing from the NBA.
Yeah.
Right? He's on like, yo, you're better than this. You could do that. That's not bullying. Somebody would see that and say, oh, he's picking on him. No, he's not. He's making that man better. Iron sharpens iron. Name one sharp knife you saw ever get sharp off of a stick.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Or,
it really doesn't. So
or being surrounded by pillows in a drawer.
Yeah, you're not gonna get sharper. You become dull at that point. So no, I agree with you. And everybody's gonna hear the bully word and oh my gosh, I can't believe you said bullying. No, it's pushing someone to get better. A knife does not get forged unless it's put into the fire.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? Nothing
Absolutely.
gets forged unless it's put into a flame and it's intense and it hurts. It's not comfortable.
Right.
But when that knife comes out, I'm slicing through, you know what I'm saying? Like everything. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is the best blade. Because I had to go through hell to get here.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go through hell to get here. So it's a process.
I'm gonna even put it to you like this. I'm gonna use that and I'm gonna flip it around too. Mm-hmm. You said you gotta go through hell to get there. I'm saying if you put me through hell,
right,
this is what came out.
That's what comes of it. Right,
now, guess what? You got to deal with this now.
Absolutely, absolutely,
absolutely. This was not something I wanted, but you put me through this, and now I've emerged. And guess what? I'm emerging on you now.
Guess who's the perfect example for that? And then we can move on. Michael Jordan, and the Pistons. Absolutely. Michael Jordan and the Pistons put him through absolute hell for 6 years, and then you get what you get. You got what you got after that. That's the perfect example for what you said. Absolutely.
Exactly. And that's the thing. That's the thing why I respect. That's why people respect that story so much, because they identify with Michael so much. He came from this. He wasn't the best. He wasn't this. He wasn't that. And he grew. Right. Same. Kobe, that's why they kind of take something away from Kobe a little bit, because Kobe was a McDonald's All-American. He was a high draft.
He was that guy. He was that guy,
but still not LeBron level type of guy. See, people can't accept greatness from the beginning. They always want to shoot it down because everybody doesn't start off great.
Right.
They always end up being those people that are like Michael Jordan. But Michael Jordan worked from wherever he worked to get to the highest point. But if it wasn't for the Pistons, there would be no Michael Jordan.
There would be no Michael Jordan. Nah.
And they beat him. They beat him.
Yeah. I'm talking physically, and they even mentally, spiritually, development, everything. They beat him up for 6 years.
If you watch the Air Jordan special, the Airtime, or whatever it was, you see what he did. He got in the gym. Yep. He was working hard. He was in the pool. He got a trainer because he knew he would not be able to beat them
if he didn't work that way.
If he didn't work hard. And that's why I said it's a different time. But then again, it's a different time. You know, people don't want to do that stuff because it's hard.
Right.
And we allow them to be, we accept mediocrity.
Yeah.
And we veil it in the shroud of acceptance.
Right.
Oh, it's okay. It's new. Let them do it. No,
Yeah.
not
No.
letting them do it.
No.
That music is trash. And that music is trash, and I'm going to keep calling it trash. Dad, you don't know, or, oh, no, it's garbage.
It's
And I'm going to
trash.
play,
Bad.
and I'm
It's
going to play,
absolutely
and I'm
bad.
going to play some real music for you. And then,
Yeah.
and then when it comes down to sports, it's like, oh, well, I didn't get a trophy. You don't deserve a trophy.
Right.
You haven't done anything to get the trophy yet.
Right.
You deserve
Right.
to be last. And then
Right.
so guess what now your mentality should be? Don't be last next time.
Don't be last anymore. Yep.
Well, what about this kid who's last? I don't care about that kid. Beat that kid. like that's what I used to tell people
Absolutely.
when I got to a team. I don't have to worry about making all the team. I got to beat you.
Absolutely.
And then guess what? When I beat you, I'm looking for somebody else. Who's next? I'm coming for that person next. That's what you got to start getting people to do. It's no disrespect. It's not mean.
It's called competition.
We gotta
Call
create
competition.
You gotta be a dog. And if you a dog, you can eat and still have your crew.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
So you're right, man. I think it's just we could. Don't get me
we
on that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we
get me on that soapbox.
We got to get at least 4 people on the panel, bro, and just like really go dive into some, like you said, some cultural stuff about it, man. But real quick, back to the NFL. I'm gonna transition real quick before we get up out of here.
Yeah.
I pulled up the Bears schedule because I love my squad.
Of course you do.
And we 0-3 already. Okay, so so we have what we have is week 1, we have Green Bay, we have Tampa Bay, we have Kansas City.
Hold on. Y'all gonna beat Green Bay.
I think so too, but here's my thing.
No. Hold on. No,
bro.
No.
It's Green Bay.
I'm gonna let you talk. Bro. I'm gonna let you give your feedback, but you run down the games. Give me a second to answer. Let's go through the first 8 games. You give you let me answer, and then I'm gonna let you go ahead and retort. Okay.
Okay. So we got Green Bay.
I'm gonna give you that Bay. One. I'm gonna give you that one.
Kansas City.
Lost.
Right. Denver.
Win. You're gonna beat Denver.
Commanders.
It's a toss-up, like you said. Okay, you know what?
Vikings.
Wait, where's the Denver game?
In Denver. FedEx Field.
Okay. So I'm gonna say y'all take that L. I'm gonna say y'all beat Washington though.
No, Denver. Sorry. Denver's at home. So
y'all gonna beat Denver then. Y'all gonna beat Denver.
Denver's at home. Denver's at home. Washington's in Washington. Then we have Minnesota at Soldier Field.
Beat Minnesota, they're trash.
And then we have the Vikings, the Chargers, the Saints. And when the hell is our bye week? I don't even see a bye week up here yet. And then we had, the Saints, and the week 10 we have the Carolina Panthers at Soldier Field.
Right. I can easily see 4-4, maybe 5-4.
10 games right there. 10 games.
I can see y'all being 5-5, maybe 4-6. I can see you being 6-4. But I don't see the first 3 games y'all lose, because it's going to be where it is. Tampa Bay is in shambles. Okay.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay is in shambles. Green Bay, I
can
see. But crazier things have happened opening day.
But check this out. Then literally right after Carolina, bro, Detroit, Minnesota, Detroit.
Y'all gonna split. Bruh. Y'all gonna split with Minnesota.
I think we're gonna split.
I honestly feel like
y'all Green Bay's not the same without beating Aaron Rodgers. Like, I want to beat Aaron Rodgers. I don't care about it. You know what I'm saying?
But I think y'all will split in y'all division.
Yeah. And then after that we got Cleveland, we got Arizona, we got the Falcons, and then we got Green Bay again to end it off.
Yeah, y'all gonna beat Arizona.
Honestly, with the guys we got, could we get 10 wins? Yes. With the way the divisions have shaped up and things have shaped up, I mean, I'm always on the other side of it because I've sat and I've watched my team play, and I'm like, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I say
you know what I mean?
I say 9-8 is
Yeah.
definitely feasible. But
But
if they
and 9-8 and 9-8 is a successful season for us.
But I was gonna say this. I was gonna say, even if y'all go 8-9,
Right.
I still give you a successful season. It's
Right.
Justin Fields' second year. You still
Right.
got to get all these pieces together. But
Yeah.
y'all in a weak division, man. Y'all
Without
in a
question.
weak division.
Without question.
And with Aaron Rodgers leaving, it shifts. And I don't trust Minnesota. We
Right.
already see they lost to the Giants at home.
And Detroit is who Detroit is. That's why I want Chicago to finally show up and be the squad. Like, don't be so inconsistent.
And look,
I love the moves that they made in the draft. I love the pieces that they got. I love the fact that the offensive tackle that we got, they showed him going up against two of the top premier pass rushers coming out of college, Will Anderson and Jalen Carter. And he stood like a stone wall against those guys. Yeah. Right, I get it. It's a picked out highlight, but it still gives you a sense of like, okay, we got a guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I love the move that they made. Now I just want the coaching to come together. Yeah, coach these guys now. Coach these kids. The defense. I love everybody they got on the defensive side of the ball. Eddie Jackson, show up or go to hell home. For real, like Eddie Jackson, show up or go home. His first year, he was phenomenal. I love Brisker. I love who they got. Jalen Smith, Jalen Jones. Jalen Smith on the other side of the ball. I love who they got on the defensive side. I love the linebackers they picked up. Tremont Edmonds from Buffalo. I love the acquisitions that they got. Yeah. Now coach these guys. Yeah, we got Tremont Edmonds from Buffalo. Now you got to coach these guys. Yeah. Now coach them, get them in the right schemes, and let's play some damn football. And allow Justin Fields to develop his own. He's not running 90 times. I don't think he's going to be running as much because he has a much better looking offensive line. Right? So he's not going to have to run as much. He just got to get the ball out of his hands in 3 seconds instead of 5. Stop pumping it and trust it. You got yourself a good wide receiver in DJ Moore. Really you got good. Yourself a fair wide receiver in Chase Claypool. You got a good guy in Darnell Mooney. That's why I'm like, yo, if we could somehow, some way land Marvin Harrison Jr. next year, okay, let's go. With Cole Kmet, a nice running back. Do I wish we kept David Montgomery? Yes, but a solid running game. Then that offense is going to look sexy. It's going to look nice.
I think Devin Singletary is a little underrated. I think that because he played in Buffalo, people don't really give him a lot of credit because they never ran the ball, and Josh Allen took all the snaps and did everything. So I think the Bears will be fine. I think so. I think it's going to be good to watch. I gotta get out of the house more, man. I've been telling my cousin Euro Tyrone for a while, man. I'll come catch a game with him. Gotten up to Drexel Hill, cuz if you are watching this, we play you guys on week 7, man. We play you guys we have to set something up, some food and stuff like that, so we can watch the game. He's a diehard Raiders fan or Bears fan. We go at each other every single time we play. So but we got to make that link happen for real. All right, so we'll end on this. We'll go final picks for the NBA. For the NBA, we'll transition to this, and then we'll see y'all next week. But all right, so Denver and Phoenix. Who you got now? You still sticking with Denver? I got Denver. You got Denver winning tonight? Yeah. Okay. So that's game 6. So you're gonna close that out. Yeah. Sixers right now. 81-83 Sixers with 6 minutes left in the game. I need to get out of here so I can finish watching. That's it. Because I had Boston winning. I had Boston winning that series. You got Boston in 7. I remember that. I had Boston. Yeah, I had Boston winning that. I had the Sixers in 6, and this would be my prediction if it works. I got the Miami Heat closing the boys out in Miami, but I'm not confident. I'm not really confident in that pick. Glenn, I'm wrong. If you watch it, bro, I told you Miami's my wild card, man. They're my wild card team. I like them. I like them. So yeah, I do believe though. Did I have the Knicks winning that one? No, I think I had Miami winning that one. I had Miami coming there. I had Miami coming out. Yeah, Miami winning. Yeah, I had Miami winning that. And I got the Lakers.
Unless barring something like referee craziest, I have the Lakers winning this series.
You know what? I kind of feel
7 though.
I do feel confident in the Lakers game, the Lakers series. I'm less confident if it goes game 7 because it's going to be at the Chase Center. But I do feel like we're going to see some magic from LeBron. I think AD will be fine. I think that the others for Golden State are not going to play well. I do think Clay will play well because he hasn't played well in 2 games. He's due for a good game. Clay will play well. He'll get 25. I think Steph will get 25 tough ones. But I think that we hold the others to Draymond Green had 20 points last night. He ain't have 20 points all playoffs. He's not scoring 20. I think we'll limit those guys. I think we'll limit the Gary Paytons of the world. I think Andrew Wiggins is a wild card, but I think we'll try to limit them. That's to me, 20, that's 60 points. I think we got to take care of the DiVincenzo's, got to take care of the Kevon Looney's, and we got to take care of the Gary Paytons of the world and keep them under wraps. I think that the road games is where the others tend to not play as well. And we got to make the points that Steph and Clay get difficult, but not impactful. Jason Tatum had 38 points against the Sixers last game, and they lost. And the Celtics lost because his points didn't matter. They were not impactful points. He just stuffed the stat sheet, which is my knock against Russell Westbrook. You can get triple doubles all day, but if you're not winning, it doesn't matter. So
absolutely,
that's what I feel.
So with that being said, we're gonna bring this Joker to an end because there is an intense game going on right now.
It is. I gotta get out of here. I'm out.
This will be out after that game is played, man. So we will come back to it and we will talk more about that game. I'm about to go turn it on myself. So, for myself and my cuz, Brandon Anderson, Scott Anderson, we here from the Agents of Chaos podcast. We will holla at y'all next week.
Y'all. Thank y'all for watching.
Again, everybody, keep the comments coming in, keep the love coming in. We're going to keep this thing rocking, man. But we're going to holla out, man, and go Sixers. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Keep watching. Tell your friends. Give us feedback. We're always growing. We always want to learn and know what we can do better. That's what we want. We want the harsh criticism. We want to be bullied. So
bully us. Come on.
Please,
come on,
let us know. Skin stick. Ain't nothing you can say that can't bother me. God got me. I'm good. So
absolutely.
Good. All right.
Blessed and highly favored, baby. Blessed and highly favored.
That's right, man. That's right. All right, take care.